Viewers, I don't want to even begin by trivializing this. It's an important story, but it all can only be critical and important and vital if the facts are adding up. With less than 24 hours to go before Bihar votes, Rahul Gandhi has suddenly discovered a, quote, nationwide electoral theft, unquote. At a dramatic press conference, the visuals are right there in front of you. He dropped the H bomb. H here stands for Haryana. He claimed 25 lakh fake voters in Haryana, bulk duplication, invalid entries, even a plot to, quote, reverse a Congress landslide, unquote. And he's talking about, not today, viewers, but back in October 2024, last year. Viewers, almost a year back. And when is he making all these great allegations? Serious ones? On the eve of Bihar Phase 1 election day, voting day. Viewers, your focus should be on Bihar, but it is not. It is on Haryana. Now, let's first break down what Rahul Gandhi has said. He said there's a theft of 25 lakh votes in Haryana, including 5.21 lakh duplicate voters. That there are 5.5 lakh duplicate voters there, or there were. 93,174 invalid voters and 19.26 lakh bulk voters in Haryana. 1 in 8 voters in Haryana electoral list was fake. Not happening in individual constituencies, but at the state and national level. Our candidates' predictions went upside down. Exit polls pointed to a Congress victory, he says. EC and BJP conspired to convert Congress landslide victory into a loss. And now, viewers, he goes on to call upon Gen Z to wake up. He says Gen Z of India should understand this is about your future, unquote. It is interesting that Rahul is signaling aggressively to Gen Z. The BJP says this is deliberate, a malicious attempt to build a fake narrative, to incite the youth into believing that they don't count in the electoral system of this country, that their voice is being erased so that they can rise up like it happened in Nepal and Bangladesh, and there is mayhem and there is revolution and anarchy. But here's the catch, viewers, and it's a big one, and I'm talking about Rahul Gandhi's accusations. The same Rahul Gandhi who now says democracy has been stolen never filed a single legal challenge. Not one petition in court, not one formal appeal before the Election Commission. This despite the Supreme Court saying in October 2025, viewers, I'm talking now about a month back, that please exercise your discretion, use the formalities that are available to you, file a proper methodical petition before the Election Commission. Only then can we get into this, because only then will we be able to assess what the EC has said, and so on and so forth. Viewers, this is not the only contradiction. Not even objections from Congress booth agents during voter roll revisions have taken place. They had 60 days to do so. I'll just give you a hard fact here, viewers. The first list, the first Haryana poll list was published on the 2nd of August 2024. And the final entire vote roll was released to the public on the 27th of August in 2024. Viewers, between then and the first day of election in Haryana, there were at least 45 days. If you look at the 27th August final rolls, 5th October, viewers, was the election there. 2nd August was the first list. We had almost 2 months. But Congress did nothing. And the Election Commission has responded with cold, hard facts. Zero appeal against Haryana's rolls. Only 22 election petitions pending across all states. Congress raised no objections when it mattered. Only now, after the polls, and a year after, is it suddenly wanting to open the past. Is Rahul supporting SIR which removes duplicate voters, the EC is asking? Why were no objections raised by Congress BLAs during the revision? And if there were, viewers, so many fake voters coming in and voting on one identity, they would have had multiple marks on their index finger. No proof of that. Who are these people? No proof of that has been supplied. Why were the Congress booth workers sleeping on their job? If they're seeing so many fake people walking in, or the same voter going from one polling booth to another and so forth, why isn't anyone calling any of this out? The point is, this script is familiar. After Maharashtra, Rahul Gandhi blamed voter roll manipulations, filed nothing. After Karnataka, and all the facts will be on your screens as I'm reading out for you. After Karnataka, he claimed mass deletions, filed nothing. Now Haryana, 25 lakh fake voters, still nothing in court. So viewers, these are the facts before your eyes. Maharashtra's case, EC's counter. Karnataka case, EC counter. Haryana case, EC counter. Now friends, Rahul is only right to the extent that electoral rolls should be cleaned up. Yes. There should be no debate and argument about that. But even here, Rahul Gandhi is contradicting himself, because that is precisely what the Election Commission is looking to do through the SIR. But guess what? Rahul Gandhi is opposing the SIR. His party is opposing it. His allies are opposing it. His entire alliance is opposing it. So what does this look like? Is Rahul Gandhi exposing a conspiracy or pre-writing his excuse note for a Bihar defeat? Is this a defense of democracy? Or is this all just a ready-made alibi for tomorrow's headlines? And let me also point out two other contradictions. One very key ally, Omar Abdullah, has come out and said, this is not an issue. Shashi Tharoor, a senior Congress leader, has said this is not an issue. So viewers, let's ask these questions. What exactly is the aim here? And I want to begin with Ashwini Mishra, Congress leader. We also have political analyst Nikhil Jain. Both of them are big supporters of the Congress. Mr. Mishra, the fundamental question to you is this. And let me just point out what the Supreme Court has said. And I find that despite the Supreme Court saying all these things, the Congress is not heeding the Supreme Court. Now, the first things, in October 2025, the Supreme Court refused to entertain a PIL, seeking a court-monitored SIT probe into alleged large-scale manipulation of electoral rolls in the Election Commission of India's voter list for the Bengaluru Central constituency. And this was following, as you know, the allegations that were made by Rahul Gandhi, sir. The bench held the petitioner should approach the ECI. The Supreme Court emphasized that it was not inclined to entertain the petition at that stage, observing that remedies lie before the ECI when it comes to electoral rolls. The court has thus taken a posture that it will not immediately intervene in broad vote chori style allegations unless and until there is a properly framed petition and likely evidence presented to the proper forum, which is under the RPA, rather than via this generic PIL. Why aren't you doing this, sir? It's a very serious issue. I buy into it. If it's a fact, my God, it's a big fraud. Why aren't you doing it?
Rahul, I want to ask you first, how do you see a leader of opposition as a role in the democracy? Is it an important role?
Very important.
Has to be very important, right? So when we start a debate, why we create a perception that Rahul Gandhi is wrong on asking the question?
I'm not saying that, sir.
Because
You
that is
misunderstood
what,
me. All I'm pointing, I'm not saying anything. I'm not given an opinion. I began by saying it's a very, 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 very important issue. And I just want to ask you, Mr. Mishra, I am not saying this, sir. It is the Supreme Court. I'm only quoting the Supreme Court. I'm not trying to create any impression. The Supreme Court says, please, under the right performer, approach the ECI. You know there's a separation of powers. If the ECI responds to you, if it doesn't respond, we'll take suo motu action. If it responds to you, then you can bring that response. If you find disparity, then we can do something about it. But why aren't you doing this?
The Karnataka government and CID has written 18 letters to Election Commission. Their CC has written 18 letters to Election Commission to provide the data on the deletion fraud. In fact, after Rahul Gandhi spoke about Alan, they had changed the way how deletion can be done through online process. So whatever the issues Rahul Gandhi is raising,
sir,
is very
deletions are different issues. No, one second. Deletion is different. One second, sir.
We are talking about vote chori.
Sir, please listen to me. Haryana, we are told that there are bloated electoral rolls. Yes, this is what he's saying. Duplicate voters, right?
Yes.
One vote, but several voters. One roll, several voters. Many people are entering the booth. Where is the proof for all of this?
I think you have not seen the entire press conference done by Shri Rahul Gandhi ji, because he has given the multiple entries where duplicate names were there, duplicate photographs were there.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that these people voted. That's what I'm trying to say. Even Jan Swaraj leader, don't forget.
So Rahul, you are telling that
Kishore had 2 votes. Many RJD leaders have had 2 votes, but necessarily didn't mean that they voted in 2 different places. That's what I'm saying, sir.
So Rahul, do you think it is okay for someone to have 20 votes?
I'm not saying that, sir. Please understand what I'm saying. I'm saying go to the Election Commission, file an affidavit with the facts like you are presenting to the media. Put all this down. Put this material. If you find that the Election Commission is unresponsive, move the court to say, look, these are the numbers, these are the days, these are the dates, no response.
Rahul,
that is also not happened.
That's why I started my statement with this question. Do you consider a leader of opposition as a serious position? If yes, he has done all the 3 press conferences.
The leader of the opposition's post is serious. The leader may not be serious.
Leader is very well serious. He is talking about how democracy is being killed in broad daylight.
But sir, 1 year after,
and it is the responsibility.
He's talking about Haryana 1 year after. You had 2 months to go through these electoral. If they were so obvious, what were you doing for 2 months?
Rahul, can you find a theft without it actually executed?
Sir, please.
You can find a theft once it is executed.
Please. It is not easy. Sir, these electoral rolls existed before the election, right? They were made public before the election. Nothing has changed after the election.
Rahul, we have clarified, it takes time to identify the anomalies in the data and the kind of...
Let me bring in Pradeep Bhandari to respond to you on these various defenses. Number one, that the Karnataka government has written multiple letters, etc. to the Election Commission, got no response. It's like speaking to a wall, banging your head against a wall. And number two, look, I mean, you know, it takes time for us to dig up all of this. We're not an investigative agency.
Well, Rahul, if you really want me to take Rahul Gandhi seriously, then Rahul Gandhi unknowingly has become the biggest brand ambassador of SIR. So man who till yesterday was opposing SIR does not realize that today he's become the brand ambassador of SIR. Now let me just quote certain facts. Fact number one is the entire premise of Rahul Gandhi is based on 2 principles. A, he speaks about exit polls, and B, he speaks about Haryana. We recall how Rahul Gandhi, during the time of Lok Sabha elections, when majority exit polls predicted that we were getting more than 300 seats, said that all of these are biased exit polls.
He said that these were, I've noted that point down, polls. Manipulated markets, stocks and make money.
In fact, even threatened to file FIR against individuals who were doing exit polls. Now he has completely changed its stance. So which Rahul Gandhi should we believe? Now let us come to Haryana. This is the Congress Prabhari of Haryana who said that we lost the Haryana elections because we did not distribute seats properly in the 10 to 15 seats, tickets properly in 10 to 15 seats. And the new Congress president in October 2025 said, because of our organizational weakness, we lost Haryana. Now the fact is, when a reporter asked Rahul Gandhi that if you believe in your evidences, why do you not go to the court of law? Rahul does not go to the court of law because every time he's gone to the Supreme Court or the High Court, every time it has been rejected on principle basis. Not a single claim of Rahul Gandhi is proven true. So now you will ask me, what is Rahul Gandhi attempting to do? Rahul Gandhi is attempting to create a democratic deficit in this country, and he's consciously doing so, and this is why he's not proving his and taking his evidences to the court. Just 2 points and I will end my argument. Point number 1 is the following. If Rahul Gandhi believes that the voter list was such a fraud voter list, Rahul, you know, Congress party got its highest votes in the last 11 years in 2024 with the same voter list and won 5 Lok Sabha seats in Haryana. So how is that the Congress party found that entire voter list correct? Point number 2, and which is a very, very important point here. Till now, in the court, only one vote chori has been found. And that is the Congress candidate of Malur, where the court rejected the candidature of the Congress candidate, saying that he has done voter manipulation. So the real vote chores are the Congress party. So why is Rahul Gandhi doing all of this just before the Bihar election and not speaking about Bihar and not spending in time in Bihar? Because he knows that the exit poll of Bihar is his press conference, where he has admitted defeat and he wants to distract the attention from Bihar and come towards Haryana.
Okay.
And just in 10 seconds, there was a very famous line of Dushyant Kumar, if you recall, कि सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना मकसद मेरा नहीं है दोस्तों, सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. But Rahul Gandhi का मकसद सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना है. That is the reality. Today, Dushyant Kumar would also be very unhappy with what Rahul Gandhi is doing.
So you're saying the H-bomb is a hangama bomb?
Hangama bomb.
Okay, so 1 second. Now, Mr. Iyer Mitra, look, you've heard the BJP, you've heard the Congress. Are we being dismissive of Rahul Gandhi? Look, he's been going at this now for about a year. Yes, there are many contradictions. He's today parroting those exit polls as if they are the gospel, after having suggested that he's going to lock up pollsters, put them in jail. Like today, he's talking about the Election Commission. But nonetheless, fine, there are contradictions, but he has brought out certain facts. Are we just supposed to dismiss them?
Okay. So, you see, first of all, I want to strongly condemn my friend Pradeep Bhandari for his malignant allegations against the Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji. You see, Rahul Gandhi ji is making some very, very important points. And I can honestly tell you with all my credibility that the Congress RJD alliance is going to win 500 seats in the upcoming Bihar poll, if not 1,000 seats. The very
Rahul,
next
what is this? Is this a news debate or a comedy show?
Excuse me, I make my point my way. All right?
There is
I
a
don't
limit to
think-
satire and sarcasm.
Some people
Now-
might say that the entire topic is a bit of a comical topic, but nonetheless, because the person who's presented the facts
Democracy is comical to you. All right.
no, I mean, look,
Democracy is comical to you.
One
Perfectly
second.
fine. Your viewers can see.
Nikhil,
Mark my
No, you
mark
can
my
expect-
words.
you can
Mr.
expect
Jain,
from
Mr.
Abhijit.
Mr. Jain, let him have his say.
Rahul, can
He's
you just-
using
No,
what
I
is
did not
known as
interject.
sarcasm as a
That's
weapon.
precisely what I'm saying. There
And
is
let
a
him
limit to
use sarcasm.
You cannot have the entire
Let him
news
use
debate like that.
sarcasm.
He's using sarcasm on the democracy.
Well,
How
sir,
serious
when
are you
there
about
is a
the
famous
topic,
comedian who loves
How-
Rahul Gandhi,
how-
who uses
how are you-
sarcasm,
how
you say
serious
this is
are
the
you
truth.
about the topic?
So
What
let's
kind of
A
democracy
comedy
is
show
this?
hai.
let Mr. Mitra make his
to
point,
hotspot
please.
Democracy is being killed in broad daylight and you are making mockery of it.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
Mr. Mishra,
100% I'm
Mr.
agreeing with
Mishra,
you, sir.
Mr. Mishra, Mr. Jain, both of you are very serious people. So serious, so deadpan. Maybe
please
others
don't
are not
bring comedians
temperamentally
on the
like
show.
you. Let
Then
them
please
make their
don't
point.
bring-
You can
please don't
contradict them
bring
on facts.
comedians on
Who's
the
stopping
show.
you? Yes.
Please
So,
don't bring
you know,
comedians on the show.
I promise you, Rahul, by the 10th of November, Modi will resign and Rahul Gandhi will be PM. Now, this is the reason that the special intensive revision is being done. Why does the Congress then oppose the SIR? Like Pradeep pointed out, it was only some time back that the Congress won 5 Lok Sabha seats. They almost swept Haryana Lok Sabha based on the exact same electoral rolls. So then who was manipulating the election? Clearly it doesn't add up. Now you asked a very important question. Why isn't this being taken seriously? You see, if things have to be taken seriously, you have to take action. hurling muck and not following it up. See, I can claim today on a national TV program that you, Rahul Shivshankar, stole my car. Rahul Shivshankar chor hai. But unless I file an FIR against you, I think your entire viewership and is going to treat it exactly like my claims of the Congress winning 500 seats and Rahul Gandhi becoming PM on the 10th of November. You see, just hurling muck doesn't make any sense unless you're willing to follow it up with action. Now, Ashwini asked a very important question, that is the leader of the opposition a serious role? Yes. We are urging Rahul to start taking his role seriously. Because right now he's treating it with much worse sarcasm than I am bringing on your program in my opening statement. All right. If he is serious, he needs to take action. He's willing to talk, but he's not willing to walk the talk. Next, you brought up a very important point. They want to stir up anarchy like Nepal, Bangladesh. See, in India, this can't happen. This is too heterogeneous and too big a country. This can happen in small countries with a largely homogeneous population. It can't. They're welcome to try. They've been trying it for God knows how many years now. Ultimately, it keeps coming down to this. It is what Yogendra Yadav inadvertently said, and Yogendra Yadav is now a close confidant and advisor to Rahul Gandhi, inadvertently said in an interview to The Wire, which is what? Basically, he paraphrased Goebbels and said, if you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. So keep saying, vote chori, tumhara vote chori hua hai, and people will actually start believing it.
Okay.
I am begging Ashwani to make us take his leader seriously and take either put an affidavit to the EC or take it to court.
The court
Because
has
still
said,
we can't
follow
take it
the
seriously.
procedure. The procedure is go to the EC, go yourself, Mr. Gandhi. Don't use surrogates. Don't file PILs through various shadowy pro-Congress lawyers. Do it yourself. Put your money where your mouth is, or your facts where your mouth is. So, Nikhil Jain, I want to ask you, yes, you know, Mr. Mitra said, Rahul Shivshankar, I can accuse you of chori. You have stolen my car. But you see, you can't accuse me and go away without following it up, filing a case, so on and so forth. There are three things that can be done. You can go to the police, file an FIR. You can go to the Election Commission. If the Election Commission doesn't respond, go to the Supreme Court or any other court in the land. None of these three things have been done. And the one time that Mr. Gandhi actually did accuse somebody of chori personally was Prime Minister saying, Chaukidar chor hai. And guess what? The Supreme Court analyzed, again viewers, he didn't go directly to the court, by the way. It was again Prashant Bhushan and company and some editors and this, that, the other. They went with slips of paper. Proxies, call them what you want to. I don't want to sort of say all of those things, but certainly these people went. They are loyalists of the Congress movement, so they went. And their case was thrown out and Rahul Gandhi had to apologize. So Nikhil Jain, is that the real fear, that घी और पानी का पानी हो जाएगा?
Rahul, I hope I can speak without interjection. So first of all, in this vote chori saga, if you may call it, Rahul Gandhi has come out with three different iterations. One about the Bangalore Central Lok Sabha constituency, where the Mahadevpura assembly segment was looked at. So far as that is concerned, on the 7th of August, Rahul Gandhi did a press conference. On the 8th of August, the candidate concerned, the only person who had a locus to file a complaint, did actually go to the office of the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka, filed a formal written complaint. There are pictures of that on the pages of the candidate, Mansoor Ali Khan. He went along with DK Shivkumar. Secondly, the case about Anand, where there was talk of, bulk deletions, attempts at bulk deletions through online means. Ashwini has already explained that very well. The third point is of Haryana. Haryana is a case where the Congress party actually did go to the courts. 22 election petitions were filed and another writ petition was filed. The outcome of the writ petition was that on the 9th of December, or I think the 13th of December 2024, the High Court, Punjab and Haryana High Court, ordered the Election Commission of India to release CCTV footage of the booths to the candidate. And you know what happened? Within 4 days, the Election Commission of India and the Government of India changed the rules of the ECI with retrospective effect and said that no CCTV footage cannot be released.
It's a lie.
So this is what has happened. So this is not a lie.
Let him finish.
I'll put out the articles, Pradeep. Give me 2 minutes. By the time you're done speaking, I'll put out the articles.
You interrupted Abhijit.
That is not a lie.
Yeah, you interrupted me.
You interrupted Abhijit.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I interrupt.
Mr. Jain,
interrupted
finish.
Abhijit
Don't
because
get
he was-
into a
he was
word
doing
war.
a-
Make your points, please.
Yeah.
Make your finish
He's
your
doing
point.
a comedy show. Pradeep, I didn't interject you.
Yeah,
I
but
interjected you.
but your leader is a comedy show. What can I do about it? When your leader itself
You
is a
can go-
comedy show, what am I
You
meant
can
to
go
do?
to Habitat.
You know, I can't come back
Go to
with this
Habitat.
poor
Abhijit,
nonsense
you can go to
Gentlemen,
Habitat, do a
Nikhil
comedy
Jain,
show and
Nikhil
get beaten
Jain,
by people
Nikhil
from the
Jain.
BJP. I don't
Nikhil
care what
Jain.
you do. Can I please come back to the points,
Nikhil
Rahul?
Jain,
Can you
Nikhil
please
Jain, get back
dial
to the point,
topic?
please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Another point was raised that why did it take so long for Rahul Gandhi to come out with this? Why did you not come out with this when the electoral rolls were in public? Now, the problem with that, Rahul, is that same photos are used across different booths. You have different agents for different booths. This sort of a thing required a big data analysis that couldn't have been done during the course of the elections because everybody assumes
Boss,
that the
you know
election
how
One
these
second.
guys are
So,
done.
one second.
What
One
is this
second.
You don't
nonsense
know
Viewers,
how
with
these
these fellows,
guys
yeah?
are
I
done.
just want to say one thing, and this is something that.
Rahul, do you want me to come down and start acting like a high school bully
Okay,
as
one
well?
second, one second,
What
one
is
second.
this nonsense? Can
There
we
is
have
a
a
breaking
scene
news
for a
coming in.
moment?
Please give me 30 seconds. There's a breaking news coming in on this story. Rahul Gandhi has just issued a fresh quote. And he's come out and he's reacted and he's reached out to Gen Z saying defeat vote theft and government theft. Viewers, there it is at the bottom of your screens. I think we have the soundbite, we can play it. In the meantime, viewers, there was a allegation that was made that a Brazilian voted 22 times. Now, viewers, news reports and our channel has tracked down this so-called Brazilian. Turns out that this Brazilian person is actually an Indian. Name is Pinky Joginder Kaushik. And she carried the image resembling the Brazilian model and said there was a long-standing photo misprint in her voter ID. However, she voted in 2024. There's no vote chori here. She goes on to say, when I applied for my voter card, it first applied with a photo misprint. It had the picture of a woman from my village. We immediately returned it, but we still haven't received a corrected copy. I cast my vote in the 2024 election using my voter slip and Aadhaar card. The error must be on part of the BLO or the election office. How is it my fault? When the mistake first happened, we had already requested rectification. So viewers, this Nikhil Jain is showing us this business of this person voting several times. She says, I've only voted once, and there has never been. And then the brother-in-law of Munshi Devi, another woman whose voter card was allegedly linked to the same model's photo, he said Munshi and her family have been voting from their ancestral village in Machroli, even though they now live in Sonipat. I got a call from the election office today. They asked me to send Munish's voter card, and I sent it. I brought my mother and sister-in-law to cast their votes together. They cast their own vote in 24. There's no vote chori. So all of these people have been tracked down, viewers, by independent media. They've said there's been no vote chori. No one has cast any bogus votes on their names, etc., etc. So this is what I'm saying. This is where the break takes place. And perhaps if Rahul Gandhi were to move, yes, what is this, sir?
This is the lady that Rahul Gandhi had shown in his entire press conference claiming that she has spoken about vote chori. There's a portal of India which went to the lady and the lady said that I have never spoken about vote chori. So the voter itself is exposing Rahul Gandhi. Please listen.
और ऐसे करके भाजपा ने वोट चोरी करके विधानसभा का चुनाव जीता है तो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि वोट चोरी भाजपा ने किया?
नहीं, मुझे पर्सनली नहीं लगता।
मुझे पर्सनली नहीं लगता कि भाजपा ने वोट चोरी करी है। My dear friend Nikhil, I would advise you have a sip of water because clearly you've lost facts today.
There is a procedure. Follow the procedure. Let's
So
follow
at
the
least
procedure.
this is
The
proved,
procedure
Rahul, that
was
Election
followed.
Commission
The
of India and
procedure was
Bajpa
followed
is
and then it was
colluding
rigged by
together
the
because we have
BJP.
been claiming, we have
Sir,
been just
go
questioning
to the
Election
police, file
Commission.
an FIR. Go
We have
to
been
the Supreme
questioning only
Court
the
and
Election
make
Commission
precisely
and now
this point.
Bhandari is accepting that it is Bharatiya Janata Party which was doing vote chori.
Viewers, we've heard four distinct people.
Rahul, on this particular lady, I need to show this. This is a part of the presentation that Rahul Gandhi had put out. It is the same photo being used for 22 different voters across 10 different booths in a single constituency.
That's true.
Now,
So we need
So then
SIR.
do we need an SIR or not?
We need a fair division of the electoral rules.
So
What
why
has
does
happened
Rahul
is
Gandhi
that-
SIR We will drench the country with blood if an SIR goes through. Why are they constantly saying there are people committing suicide because of SIR, etc., etc.? Viewers, this is bizarre. I just need to move on. Let's take this more seriously. Let's take all our time more seriously. Okay, gentlemen. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Viewers, I want us to focus on another facet of this.